You're an entrepreneur running a business? Well, let me tell you one fact. You don't need to be the biggest, but instead you just need to be in the minds of people who are looking for your products and services. And today's video is all about this. Building a premium brand with some proven strategies, and in the year 2025, you can do it. So if you want to do this, let's dive deep into today's video where I am going to help you understand how brands like Adidas, Nike, Tesla, Apple have become the premium brands of the world running the global markets. So if you want to understand this and want to build a premium brand in 2025, do not skip this video till the end, because I am going to tell you one mistake that most of the businesses make when they try moving their business from a regular business model into a premium business model. So let's dive into it. I am Sakshi Chaithani, your business coach, and if you're someone who's building a business and if you want to make a premium brand, well, I don't want you to just make premium sales figures of 6 figures or 7 figures income, but I want you to become a premium brand that stays in the minds of people. And let's understand today how you can be a premium brand that can stay in the minds of people just like Apple or Tesla. Strategy number 1, sell a feeling and not a product. Yes, while most of the people concentrate on how you can make big sales happen and you just run behind big clients to get big amount of money, well, this might just be a phenomena of luck with you where you get some clients who give you big amounts to complete a project or take your service. While on the other hand, if you want to build a brand that is premium, you need to sell not the product but the feelings associated with it. Do you remember Apple never sells phones, but it sells innovations. It talks about the newest technology, the finest technology available in electronic devices, and that too in particular electronic devices over which they have a mastery. So the point here is to sell your master product to share a feeling of exclusivity or royalty where people feel more royal or more exclusive within their social circles. A key point that you need to understand here is that you don't need to take actions while creating a premium product or a premium service, but you actually need to take actions while delivering those premium products or premium services. So although the price points are going to be premium, but at the same time you also need to see that the feeling attached to that particular product or service has to be exclusive every single time. For this, a simple shift in the mindset of your marketing team and the sales team can actually help you crack this strategy out, where I want your teams to sell the feeling and not the products. Don't sell services but sell the outcome. And this strategy can actually help you to crack the premium business models with ease. Now let's move to strategy number 2. Strategy number 2 is to be seen at the right places. Imagine, why do most of the founders gravitate towards podcasts, towards reality shows, towards shows like Shark Tank India? The reason is very simple here. It not only gives you a popularity, but this also shows that you are an entrepreneur who is opportunistic, who wants to take opportunities in hand and be there at the right time, at the right places to attract the right kind of crowd that can help your brand make premium. Now, with most of the brands that have been aired on Shark Tank India, just think, aren't they making sales? Yes, they are. Otherwise, the investments couldn't be done. Aren't they making good amount of profits? Yes, because otherwise, again, none of the investors would be interested to invest in the business. So let's understand this. As a founder for the business, as a business owner, you need to see that your lead managers and you collectively take this responsibility of engaging with the people in terms of your brand at the right place at the right time. So do as much podcast as possible, get yourself published into newspaper articles, get yourself published for blogs, so that more and more people come to know about you and how and what are you actually building. Again, remember, you are not selling your product in this process. You're just building an exclusivity, a value-based system where people value the product that you are building, and it's not based on the price points. Let's come to strategy number 3. Strategy number 3 is all about controlling the price narratives. Yes, you heard that right. It's very easy in today's world to get driven by the competition edge, where everyone wants to compete with their competitors, which means if my competitor has put up a product at 99 rupees, why should I not put it up? If my competitor has put up a service at 15,000, why should I not go for it? Well, let me tell you, this might be the biggest mistake if you are trying to build a premium brand. Building a premium brand means having an exclusivity of value over price, which means you need to validate the pricing that you are offering, and the pricing validation comes from the value that you are giving to your client. So if you are able to add the right kind of value, the right kind of experience, the pricing narrative automatically gets adjusted, because you are giving that experience to your client that they have been looking for or they might have been dreaming for. If you can do this, you can definitely be able to control the pricing and not just go in flow with the market pricing. This will help you build an edge over other brands, because other brands are only selling common products that already a lot of other companies are doing that. But in your case, when you are giving a specific product with a specific value, we know that value would come at a cost, and that experience would also come at a particular cost. So it's okay to have the same pricing or the premium pricing that you have been planning for. With this, let's come to the 4th strategy. The 4th strategy is all about telling your story right, building the people connection. Yes, whenever you try to story tell about your business, that is how your business started, from which background do you come, most of the time you end up making a brand story for your own brand. And storytelling is an important element for each of the premium brands that have come to surface. Imagine, you won't see Tesla as much on ads as much you see Elon Musk going on Twitter, going for interviews, doing podcasts, because that is the way to tell the story of what you're building and build a connect with people. So then why not do this? Because this strategy will definitely help you bring the brand value forward in the form of the story that you're already building, and take it as a journey for your business growth and show it to people that your business is at an innovative path. So next time you want to opt for storytelling, please do opt, and remember Elon Musk in your memories. With this, let's move on to strategy number 5, that is offering a signature experience. Imagine you go to a hotel in Udaipur which has royal aesthetics, okay, which has services that talk about royalty. As soon as you enter the gate, you are welcomed with Indian traditional styles of giving you tilak, giving you a garland or a bouquet of flowers, and escorting you right to the reception and thereof to your room. When you get such a royal experience, you are ready to pay for it. So what people need when it comes to service industry is all about experience. Imagine when you experience royalty, you know that royalty would come at a cost, and then your brand is known for that royalty services. So it's okay to give people the experiences that they might have been dreaming for, and you never know, that might become the USP of your brand in the industry. If you want to build this, identify the places where you can create exclusive experiences for people. There are many small brands that are also doing this. For example, Thrilophilia. Thrilophilia is a brand that creates experiences for people in the form of date nights, in the form of adventure treks, etc. Now the problem with today's generation is that everyone wants to go on a holiday, but no one wants to plan it by themselves because they don't have have time. So if a company like Thrilophilia not only plans the package for you, but also gives you an experience that you have never thought about and never planned for, that becomes as a surprise experience for all the people going on that trip. And that's the reason why people prefer booking their tickets or booking their events through these platforms. So always think, what kind of an experience are you trying to give to your clients? With this, let's move on to the next strategy. The next strategy, that is strategy number 6, is going to focus on exclusivity and not accessibility. What do you mean by exclusivity? Well, exclusivity is something which is on demand. That is, you produce your products or give your services only to a limited number of people because you want to make it exclusive. And you know what? Secretly, I want to tell you something. Exclusivity is something that we have been offering with our programs also. For example, when we do content marathon with our entrepreneurs, we see to it that we book seats only for 10 people. We keep it limited every single time. And the only reason why we keep it limited is to make it as an exclusive experience for the people who are coming, and then these people go out and talk about the program. When we can do this at such a small level, I am sure you can do this in your business too. Make the experiences exclusive. Let only exclusive people be given exclusive opportunities at exclusive price points. Don't just give your services away in the market just because you want to make business out of it. Think about it. If you want to build a premium brand, this one strategy might turn the game altogether differently. With this, I would like to move on to the next strategy, that is strategy number 7. Strategy number 7 talks about leveraging the power of the tribe. Today, community building is one of the common practices that every business is having. Every time you buy a product or a service, they make sure that you join their WhatsApp community, their Facebook groups, or sometimes even their email list. The only thing that the companies are doing is building a tribe that follows them and speaks for them. Gone are the days when you would be using influencers for creating influential marketing campaigns. Rather, why not use your own success story that your tribe is shouting about for your products and services that you are offering? So imagine, if you have a good product and service, if you have given them exclusive services, if you have given the value that they have been looking for, then you earn the right to own the tribe, and this tribe will speak for you whenever you want it. You remember a recent conflict between a young influencer? Well, while this influencer ran multiple brands, but at the same time, there were two different kinds of people who were speaking about this influencer. One were the people who were in support of this influencer because they have seen him growing and they believe that making one single mistake cannot ruin the hard work of 10 years or 12 years that this person has put in to make the brands and the position where he stands today. Whereas the other people who were in opposition and who always didn't kind of like him or kind of like the vibe that he created were always in opposition. But let me tell you, the tribe will again make this person a stronger person. So what the tribe does to your business is not just help it sustain, but also make the position as the authenticate position that your brand might be looking for, because your tribe is already speaking for you. What could be more better than that? Now let's move on to the last strategy of making a premium brand in 2025, and this one is really very important because most of the people make the mistakes here. Strategy number 8 is all about charging for your expertise. Now let me tell you one thing here, that the price margins starts from the mindset of the clients, of which what they are ready to give you in terms of the value, the experiences and the services that they want. Now the problem is, if you are not able to set up the right mindset of your clients, then they will never buy your products at the price points that you want them to buy for. So the first thing that you need to shift for your audience is their mindset. The mindset towards gaining more of experiences, the mindset towards adding value to their life, and the mindset of changing their businesses or making it more productive, enhancing it by giving them the kind of services that you have to offer. That's the only secret to build a premium brand. Make the mindset shift not only for your teams and the people who work with you, but also shift the mindset of the people who will become your prospective clients in the days to come. This will help you grab the right hold of the people who will really buy your premium services, and then you will never have to negotiate over prices. If these are the secrets that you loved, then please do hit a like button. Do share it with someone who really needs it to make a shift from a regular business model to a premium model. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button, because next week I'll come in with another fresh video to help you build a premium brand in 2025. That's for now. I'll see you in another video. Signing off, Coach Sakshi.